Hi everyone, we are looking at the new moon here of July 2022 and we have a wonderful new moon here in Leo, and I think that most of you did listen to the full moon that we had earlier in the month, but here now on the 28th it will be at 1:54 New York time. For those of you living there, it's going to be exact. And it's a beautiful new moon, and this is when we place our intentions, right? So all of you Leos that are listening, you're really in for it, okay? And my name is Karen Lestrup, for those of you new to the channel. Um, yeah, being beamed by Jupiter the way it is, Jupiter being in Aries. Think about Jupiter. It's the biggest planet we got. It expands everything it touches. And so right now here, you'd probably be feeling it in the first and second day of this new moon. Opportunities, everybody. Listen to your opportunities. For you Aries, having Jupiter in your sign, you are going to be having this new moon here as well. So you're the luckiest ones. Aries, Leo, and also Sagittarius. For any of you having your sun or any other planet right around 8 degrees, you're going to be hit by this as well. Now, we want to make the most out of it before Jupiter is going to go retrograde again, right? Which it will. It's going to be going back into Pisces. Not quite yet, but this is the time that we want to take action. And of course, our intentions, they should always be what it is we truly want. What is it we desire, right? And it is where our passion is, where we focus on our passion. This is where we're going to find success. And Jupiter, it does not nickel and dime you. Jupiter can bring big gifts your way if you are all attuned to it. Now, Leo is all about wanting to be social, wanting to be creative, wanting to have all this self-expression and so forth. So this is going to be a fun couple of days where if you can take some time off, go do that and be with your friends, be with your family, do the things that you love. Now, we also do have a little bit of a difficult, should I say, situation going on at the same time, and that is Mercury. Mercury is going to be square Uranus. Now, Mercury is all about communication, as you know, right? How we communicate, what we communicate, who we're communicating to. And when Uranus is here, and it's at a hard angle, it's 90 degrees, everyone, that means that we can come about maybe to shock somebody, or we may be shocked with the news that we're receiving. And if that is the case and it's coming from us, just pay extra attention that you don't blurt out with something. The filter might be gone, all right? And this is a filter that we normally always do have with us, but here in these couple of days, yeah, it can be tested and tried. And Uranus also is conjunct the moon node right now on this new moon. And the moon node is all about destiny, okay? So whatever is taking place here with this north node and Uranus, and whatever does come out, whatever news is coming to us, or whatever it is we're sharing, even if it may not be in the highest sense of, good speech or good insights, or even if things are being blurted, well, hey, there might be a reason for it. Sometimes we don't see the reasons before the aftermath of it. When we look back and we go, oh, so that's why that came out. But you could also see it as a pressure release. We do have safety valves on our pressure cookers for a reason, so it doesn't bottle up. So some of us out there might just feel that there's been a situation that has been brewing and pressurizing to the point where, okay, that's it, safety valve is out. So just be aware, right? Now, if there are things that are needing to clear, then you can see it as a blessing in disguise, even though it may be very uncomfortable, at the moment where it happens, like a big oops, right? But then we can always be very quick to forgive and let go. If we can, if it's coming from others. Mars is there, see, and that's the thing though. Mars is 15 degrees The node and Uranus is 18 degrees, so there's only like a 3 degrees separation between them. And Mercury is 18. So add Mars into that mix, and we might just have a power dynamo, dynamo going on, all right? All of this being a 90-degree aspect. So, and it being in Taurus, we might be stubborn, or whoever it is we might be speaking to might be stubborn or holding back or pushing for having to be right, you know. And from a higher perspective, there's never anything really right or wrong. All we do actually own is perception, what we perceive to be right or wrong. From these higher dimensions, there is no judgment. Only we as human beings, we judge, right? And so some of this might just hit us smack right there, and we feel stabbed, and here comes the reaction of it, and the wall comes up, and suddenly there's a separation because of it. And that's what Uranus does. Uranus, being the ruler of Aquarius, separates, right? We separate from what no longer serves us. So some of you might just be at that point where something's been brewing, maybe for a long time, and the patience is over, okay? So conversations here on the 28th, give and take a day on either side, just due to the Mars and Uranus aspect of it. The moon is only going to be there on the 28th. But let this be a part, maybe, of your intentions. For example, telling yourself, my intentions is to keep all of my friendships in the light, in the highest regard of love, honesty, dignity, and love. So if we do that, then we know that we only navigate by what lifts us energetically. That's what we embrace. Anything where the vibration lifts is a positive. If we're feeling that contraction, or it's getting down to that pit in the stomach, and you can see it's been a pattern that's been ongoing for a long time, it's like, well, no, that's not a part of who I am and where I'm heading and what I'm trying to embrace as far as social circles. And I say social because when we're looking at Leo, where the new moon is, we always, whatever planet, whatever we're looking at, we always want to go to the opposite end because they're always connected on the opposite. And the opposite of Leo is Aquarius, right? So, and what's going on in Aquarius right now? That's Saturn. Saturn is trying to figure out what it's doing in its social circles. And Aquarius wants to be friends, you know, and it wants to have its groups. It wants to have its organizations. It wants to now master, and that's what Saturn is working through right now. And Saturn is retrograde, and trying to figure out what to keep, what not to keep, and why, and make sense of it all. So yes, I do feel a few of you, maybe not all of you, might have this kind of encounter taking place on the new moon. And we can say the new moon is always about new beginnings, but hey, new beginnings can only come after certain endings. So go back to that full moon. Go back, actually, more so, to the eclipse that we had, the latest eclipse, because that really could show us what it was that we wanted to shut the door to. Some of you already had encounters and experiences there, and you know, a full moon total eclipse can have the power for 6 months to keep working, okay? So it's still working. And here comes the new intentions. It's like, okay, I can see where I'm at now as opposed to where I was there. And we're still adding to, with each new moon coming in, what it is that we desire, what we're passionate about, what we need and what we no longer need. And it's always that about the good stuff, of course, but it's equally important to be aware of what we no longer want, right? So that we can grow, so we can expand. Let's talk a little bit about growth and expansion, which is Jupiter. And Jupiter right now being in the sign of Aries, so Aries, like I said, Leo and Sagittarius, those three fire signs are currently in the area of expansion. If you have any planets in one of those three signs, well, Jupiter is powering them up as well. And Jupiter gives gifts, which is great. And so, of course, we're going to have it there before it goes back into Pisces. Then it's going to stay there to the end of the year. I think it's late November, coming into early December. I'd have to check before it then goes back into Aries. And will stay there, I believe, to May or something of 2023. So let's take a look at what else is going on. We did mention be careful, right, with this Mercury new moon square Uranus and Mars. We got that. Let me see. Yeah. Second house full. Yeah, that is Pisces. No, I'm not going to take that for here right now. I think we got it, the most of it. Those of you who also can benefit from this new moon is 60 degrees from it, which will be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You can benefit from this. It's a half of the trine, and so yes, you can also feel the uplift from it. But those who might have the most difficult time, I feel, right now, is Scorpio. And Scorpio and Aquarius can have a little bit of a difficult time with this new moon. And Taurus, yeah, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius might be set out a little bit here on July 28th. So do be prepared for that, and know that it's there for a reason. It's there for you, for your growth, and hopefully that you can deal with it. When we have those situations, it's always the universe attracting those very necessary situations so that we can see it, learn from it, and then let go of it. So for all of you, thank you for following here today, and I will see you next time here for the full moon reading, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.